Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
I am Simon. I play Bertha Huggins, aka Huggy Bear.
I'm Al, or Draenor. I'm playing Mav or Maverick.
My name is Les, and I will be playing Murin.
My name is Jack. I'm going to be playing Boiger.
Hello, I'm Michael, and I'll be playing Sunshine.
And my name is Rhydian. I am the GM. If you would like any bonus content, a link to our living campaign map can be found in the show notes, along with a link to our Discord, where you can get occasional bonus episodes, and if you'd like to add locations to the map or just ask us questions, you're welcome to join us there. If you stick about for a few seconds at the end of the episode, we also have a question for you as well. The following content may contain themes and materials not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. The team have managed to catch up with the ship and board it before it can make it into open waters. Now they just have to take it and find the prisoners before anyone else can interfere. You're about to go in through the door to the ship, so if you guys want to put yourselves in a specific order or anything like that, now's the time.
So Murin's going first.
So what would you like to do, Murin, since you're going first?
We're just skipping Maverick?
Yeah, because I'm letting you go in first.
Oh, is this a ladies' first thing, please?
Oh, it's a troll's first thing.
Okay, fair enough. Can I open this door and see what's inside? First of all, prepared axe, obviously.
Are you going through the door or just opening the door?
I'm going in.
As you go in, there's a guy in cover up in the toilet to your right with an AK who's just going to open fire on you because he had a held action. He's doing a wide burst here. Basically, you're not going to get to dodge because he's doing a full 10-round burst, and you won't have enough dice to dodge it. Sorry, dude. Could you please resist 7 physical with AP -1 on your ballistic armor?
So 11 hits.
And it just bounces off you. You do not care. That was his interrupt action, so you now get to finish off your action as you step through the door, and you just got covered in bullets, and there's a guy hiding in the toilet with a Kalashnikov firing at you.
He's about to go out like Elvis. He's going down, yeah.
Okay.
Elvis was killed by a troll with an axe?
Yeah, you gotta read into the history a bit. It's written between the lines.
Alright, so you'll get +2 for charging.
That's 4 hits, AP -1.
He actually rolled really, really well, so as you come to hit him, he just slams the toilet door just right on your face as you come up to him. It doesn't do any damage, but it's that kind of, ow! Ah!
Oh, Murin.
Everybody who was above Murin in the turn order, which will be mostly Mav, that wants to take their turn can at this point.
Is Huggy direct drinking one of Huggy's drones?
Yes, I will be called Synosis, because I'm not an idiot. Well, Murin seems to be handling that guy just fine.
I just slammed face first into a toilet door.
Yeah, but he's going to die in very short order.
Oh, yes.
Either you're going to kill him with your axe, or you're going to give him a death swirly.
Well, that's just terrifying.
Head into the water, hold him down until he stops squirming.
I now have a new nightmare, thank you.
And given it's a ship crewed entirely by guys, what are the odds that they remember to flush?
Oh. Unnecessary.
Roll edge.
I can feel my critical glitch coming on. I'm just going to end up face first in the toilet next time.
This feels like a situation where the guy Miran's attacking should roll his edge.
Did he remember to pull up his trousers before he leapt from the toilet Kalashnikov first?
Anyway, Huggy, what would you like your drone to do?
I am going to keep them back for the moment, scanning the surrounding area and watching the periphery.
Mav, what would you like to do?
Well, Murin just got hosed. Also, there's no way that toilet door has barrier 20. So I step to there. I have line of sight on him from there, don't I?
I'll say you count as in cover if you fire from outside the ship's superstructure, so you're -2. If you step 1 to the left and go inside the ship, you'll be out of cover, and then blam blam blam.
Blam, then. And I give him what for? Before I shoot him, I activate Attribute boost. 4 hits.
Jesus.
Because screw you, pirate. Wait, I'm the pirate here.
Yes.
Screw you.
Pirate victim?
Yar. And then I give him a face full of stick and shot. I will give him a short, narrow burst.
I'm gonna say you are at a -2 because it's not as good as being able to directly see it, but you're not at the hefty negative penalties you would be otherwise.
Fine.
So take your shot.
6 hits.
So that's 13 physical that he's got to resist, and it's electrical damage because you're a bastard. You open up, and the first 2 rounds just smash chunks out the door. The third round goes through, and you just hear this scream, a lot of flailing, and then the sound of, hang on, is that the toilet flush? And then silence.
Really?
You Elvised the man, Maverick.
Just as your gun falls silent, Mav, a crewman jumps out of cover to your left, and he's going to take a shot at you. So if you could roll your reaction for me, please.
I shall. At +2 because adept bullshit.
Yeah, it's just a scrawny guy in like a coverall covered in grease and oil and stuff has just stepped out and fired a pistol at you.
6 hits.
That completely misses, and could you do me the same again at a -1, please?
4 hits.
So he has 1 net hit. Could you please resist 6 physical AP -1? Or rather 6 ballistic AP -1, I should say.
Which I'll take as stun if I fail to resist. I soak it perfectly.
You've just fired off this burst. There's this whap, whap, and the first one whizzes past your ear, and the second one hits your arm, and you're just going, oh, lich. What's Gretel doing?
Gretel has a nice line of sight to this gentleman here.
So are you rigged into Hansel at the moment, or to Gretel?
Yeah, I'm rigged into Hansel.
That's fine, I just wanted to double check that.
I have a line of sight to this gentleman here.
Yeah.
Gretel is going to open fire.
So you're going to try and take out the crewman that just shot at Mav then. He jumped out, took a couple of shots at Maverick, and he's now getting the favour returned to him by your drone. Please roll your attack for me.
So this is a long, narrow burst.
Okay,
1 hit.
so you have 1 net hit.
7 ballistic, AP -1.
You said it was a narrow burst, didn't you?
So 11, 12...
Yeah.
So how's this poor crewman dying?
Just straight shots to the chest. He's not special enough to die an interesting death. This is just aiming for center of mass. Blam, 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 blam. He collapses, coughing up blood.
He kind of staggers back, and there's a crash from the next room he staggers into. Cool. The doctor is just yelling something about take the ship. Did she actually just say yar? Really? As she just starts legging it up the stairs.
Mirren, our paycheck, is legging it upstairs into enemy territory.
And she's getting to do more fun pirate stuff than us. After her!
She's got a light pistol. Where the fuck did she go? Oh, sorry, Toiga, you should have gone before that, but we'll take your turn now, Toiga. Sorry about that.
No worries. I'm gonna run after the doctor.
That's fine. Do remember that you have an extra pass because you're still maintaining your increased reflexes spell.
Yes.
Yeah, so you leg it into the ship. The others seem to be having fun with whatever it is they found. And you run past them and up the stairs to go up a deck. The doctor seems to have run off down the corridor to your left, and as you follow her down, you realise it's just an empty corridor, and you nearly run into her as she starts to turn around. You did see the door to the ship's medical bay as you went past, though. You've got a little bit more movement. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I could have a rummage through the medical bay, see if there's anything interesting in there.
All right, so I'll say that's a complex action to search.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a perception check.
So 3 hits on -1.
Do you have first aid skill at all, or any medical
Nope.
knowledge? I don't need you to roll. I just need to know if you have it.
I don't know anything. I touch people, I purr a bit, and their wounds magically close. There begins and ends my medical knowledge.
You look around. Yep, it's medical shit. It's definitely medical. Hey, is that one of those massive syringes that they use for... Never mind.
Treasure.
That would have put us on your spirit at the top of pass 2, but its standing instructions were basically attack anyone that attacks us. Well, it would have gotten up off its furry arse and done something, but the only 2 available people are now, well, they're down. Go back to licking its face. Huggy, what is Hansel doing?
Hansel will follow the other 2 up the stairs, covering them as best it can.
Okay.
Huggy is thinking at this point, oh god, our paycheck and our mage, we don't want these 2 dying.
That friendly seagull from earlier has followed us.
Mav, your turn.
Mav is gonna move to... Is that door there?
Yep, you can go in and have a look.
I'm just gonna sweep it, rather than going in.
Looks like ship's engine room.
There's a dead dude on the floor. Is he dead?
Yes, there's the sailor that the drone shot. He's not dead. He's just fallen into a rack of tools that have just gone everywhere. There's spanners and pliers and stuff all over the deck. He's bleeding a lot. He's having a really bad time.
What is this? Is this a pit?
Yes, but it's full of machinery. You go down and it's like machinery on all sides. It's basically the ship's engine.
That would be the access for when you actually need to see whether all the bits of the engine are working, or when you need to hit something with a spanner.
Yes. Does something need greased? Go down the hole.
Then, because there's a bit more than I can see there by the looks of it.
More ship's engine room. There's nobody in here.
Clear, Mav says, and starts running instead, actually.
Is sprint a simple or complex?
Simple.
Simple. Okay. And you've not taken any actions thus far, so you can sprint twice, so it's 2 meters per hit.
I'm going to roll my athletics twice then. 2 hits. And I'm going to do it again and then do my movement. And 4 hits.
Yeah, you basically pound your way up the switchback stair onto the next floor where various people are.
Is there another flight of stairs there? Does that continue?
Yes, it keeps going up. There is more boat. Mirren, your turn.
Well, I'm most definitely going to be sprinting after the nurse as well.
Do you want to run over and grab her, or?
Yeah, can I do that? Grab her by the arm to stop her from going any further?
Yeah, if you want to. I am going to call this... This isn't going to do any damage. This is a grappling check, so could you just do me an unarmed combat roll, please? Because she's wriggly.
That's 1 hit on unarmed combat.
Never mind, she critically glitched, so you basically just run over, grab her by the arm, as she's about to start charging down the corridor, opening doors, and just pick her up by the arm. Are you doing anything from there?
Dear Doctor, please let us handle the violence.
And it's not her turn, so she doesn't really get to reply. What's Gretel doing?
Gretel is going to move in behind the others.
Alright, I'll just pop her behind Hansel. Toigo, what are you doing? I think you're out of movement?
I can't move, no, but I can, shout at people. Doctor, where the hell do you think you're going? You don't know anything about this ship. You're heading in completely the wrong direction to get to the hostages.
And again, not her turn, so she doesn't get to reply.
So all of us are just standing here yelling at her. She's like head dangling from a 9-foot troll.
So, Huggy, you don't get a third pass. I believe the only person that does is Mav. So, what would you like to do with your third pass there, Mav?
You've got the radar, don't you?
I do. Can I just see through any of these walls?
Yes, give me a perception check.
2 hits.
Alright, so there's nobody on this floor. As far as you can tell, you think there might be some people on the deck above you. It's kind of hard to tell.
There's a lot of wall there.
And it's like steel ship's bulkhead. It's kind of hard to tell, but you think there's people upstairs, but not on this deck. So are you wanting to go charging off along this deck, or are you wanting to go up the stairs?
I'm going to continue with the initial plan of sweeping this deck.
Alright, so you run along the corridor to the left, and you open the door. You found the ship's galley. It's pretty small. It's actually tiny, but it's kind of what you'd expect on a ship this size. They don't have a huge crew. They do a lot with drones these days.
And I move 1 step further to there.
Yep. And is Gretel doing anything with its third pass?
She's out of movement, so she can't really do anything other than shoot. I'm hoping that Murin will head upstairs first, because Murin is significantly more durable than my drones.
Okay, so Beast Spirit won't be doing anything because, yeah, there's nothing for it to attack. Huggy, are you doing anything rigged into that drone?
Again, not really much I can do at this point. Huggy is going to try and work out how we can get the slaves off. If there's 30 people that we've got to get off the ship and we can't get them off on this little boat.
No, the boat is too small.
Huggy is going to start trying to work out how we can fix this.
Okay, so Huggy's just having a bit of a think.
Can I tell how many lifeboats there are?
I'll do this off a memory check from when you were coming up to the ship in the little boat, because you won't be able to actively see those right now, and you jumped into the drone, so give me a memory check.
No hits.
Not got a clue. Did it have a lifeboat? Wasn't really paying attention. There were bullets.
We were in the process of shooting things and driving a boat for the first time in real life.
Yes. So, Huggy was dealing with a lot. Mav, your turn.
This is new turn, isn't it?
It is indeed, yes. So
I have actual movement. First off, 1 meter, open door.
So one simple action.
Yep.
It's the showers.
No one to hose down in the showers.
Nope. There is nobody to hose down in the showers. Also, guys, run a mop around this at least once a month. Jeez.
I think the mold in here is beginning to awaken.
Oh god, that smell fucking awful.
3 meters gets me to there. Second simple action.
It's a cabin. It's tiny. Guy's actually relatively tidy, but it's that kind of, he's tidy because he has to be kind of tidy. That's frayed around the edges rather than neat freak tidy. Looking at it though, hey, you could rent smaller places than this for silly money in New York.
Yeah.
As living conditions go,
That is significantly bigger than my actual bedroom.
Yeah, you're looking at it thinking, why do I sign up for the Merchant Marine? So that's Mav's pass. Mirren, you have a squirming doctor in your hands.
Are there locked on any of these doors?
Probably on the bedrooms.
Are you gonna lock the doctor in?
She can't be trusted. I have to do something. Unless you suggest I use her as my new combat axe. I mean...
I cast Doctor. Wait, what?
What AP do you get by swinging another human around your head?
Hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
There are rules for this in Arsenal.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No.
It's Shadowrun. Of course there are rules for it.
I'ma beat this motherfucker to death with that motherfucker.
Okay, I've stopped her at least. I'm gonna put her down. Tell her, don't run away on us again, okay? We're the specialists here. I'm gonna start heading upstairs.
Give me I'm going to
no.
count this as a simple action. It could be a negotiation.
That's a 1 hit.
You try to reason with her, and you just get something about, we've got to get them out now, yelled back in your face. She looks like she's running on pure adrenaline at this point.
Slippers and bliss.
No, it's fine.
You think I'm bad for wanting to lock her in a room for her own safety? Like, no, just drug the bitch. What?
I mean, the medical bay's right there.
Hold her down, inject morphine.
That was my first. I'd lock her in the mid bay.
I am not sharing my bliss. Lock her in the showers with the mold that is beginning to awaken.
Okay, so, Mirren, you're going to have to do another unarmed combat roll, because she's wriggly.
Please stop using that word.
I said squirmy before.
There's 2 hits on the unarmed combat.
Yeah, she didn't get any hits whatsoever, so you managed to throw her in the room with Toiga and shut the door.
Wait, no!
No, I shut them both in there.
Uh-oh.
So I get handcuffed to a chair and now this. Matthew, my bulbous cherub.
You've got the guy who's high and the over-enthusiastic doctor locked in a room together.
I told him to lock her in the other room, but with the chairs, so she could be comfortable. Oh no. I'm so sorry, Tiger.
So doctor, the med bay is her natural habitat.
So what does that put me at? Am I turn over, or can I move, or...
So that's used up your actions for this pass, but you'll be able to move around. Sunshine is doing Matrix stuff. Matrix stuff is happening.
Sorry, Tiger.
You have betrayed me, my bulbous cherub.
No. No, absolutely not. Yeah, okay, you know what? You stay in there. You need to get off those drugs. The doctor will help you.
But there's more drugs in here. Look.
Oh no.
I'm just holding up a random beaker that I'm not bothered to read the label on.
I did not think this through.
Actually, Toiga, what's the name of that drug that if you give it to somebody who's high on heroin, it just stops the trip dead?
Naloxone, also called Narcan or Cloxado.
That's what I've heard, Narcan.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard it as. I think that's the American name for it. It is Gretel's turn. What would Gretel like to do?
Gretel is going to poke her head up the stairs to the next floor.
Okie doke. So, could Gretel please give me a reaction roll?
That's a glitch. That's a critical glitch.
It is indeed. Fortunately for you, he also got 0 hits. Unfortunately for you, as Gretel attempted to dodge, Gretel's rotor clipped the wall.
Should have let the troll go first.
Should have let Troll go first.
This is what happens when you don't get the troll go first.
The troll wanted to go first.
The Troll didn't go first, so.
The troll was dealing with wriggling.
The troll was stopping the doctor going
The
first.
Troll could have moved.
Bro was busy locking the... She's not even actually a doctor, she's a journalist.
It was enough that it didn't destroy the drone, but it's landed on the ground on its side and it won't get to dodge the next shot, which had 4 net hits. That was a short, narrow burst, so that'd be 12 AP minus 1. So the drone is probably dead, but roll it for me.
1 hit.
Bang! That is just absolutely irreparably damaged. Like, it's just destroyed the main circuit board. The body explodes. The gun is in bits. You're not getting anything back off that drone because it's so badly damaged. However, this is what drones are for.
Yes.
Toiga, you're now locked in a room.
Sorry.
I'm locked in the room with the doctor. Well, she's not even a doctor, she's a journalist pretending to be a doctor. She reeks of lies.
She did say that she was medically trained.
I'm technically medically trained. I'm going to give an instruction to my beastie.
Yep.
There is a large troll carrying an axe. Anything he attacks or looks like he's going to attack is free game to you. You can eat it, you can rip it apart, you can do what you like to it, as long as it isn't alive at the end of it.
Alright, so I'm going to say that the beast spirit had a held action and it appears next to you, Mirren, and I believe we described it as a leopard, was it?
So it's a leopard.
Covered in jewels and things like that.
Yeah. Covered in jewels, it's wearing like a silk cape, each of its teeth has a gemstone studded in it.
You say silk cape?
Yes.
Yep, this is the cat of bling.
This is Mr. T if Mr. T was a leopard.
Mirren, you now have a rather large cat. It's about cougar sized that has just put its paws up on your chest and is now just headbutting you quite hard and rubbing itself up against you and purring. It's actually quite nice.
I'm going to say that it gives Mirren one of its necklaces.
It'll disappear as soon as the cat goes astral, but for now, hey, free leg, why not?
Yeah, no, Mirren will take it.
You've got a diamond the size of a 6-year-old's fist hanging around your neck.
Here's a question. Do ethereal diamonds have physical presence, and therefore could I use it to bash someone's head in? Purely theoretical, of course.
Oh god, players ask the weirdest shit.
The spirit is material, so the diamond is also material.
Yeah.
But you're a troll, just use your fists like a normal metahuman.
Yeah, but I mean, it's one thing to say you knocked a dude out. It's one to say you knocked him out with a diamond the size of your fist. One of those is objectively better.
So the doctor finally passes her composure check and then looks at Toiga, who is just high as frag by this stage. It's like a scene from Futurama. His pupils are just vibrating like the Hypnotoad, going wob, wob, wob. And the doctor looks at the state of you and swears a lot. You still had 3 physical, but that was being counteracted by the bliss, and she's going through the drawers in the medbay frantically. I'm imagining that Narcan comes in a syringe like an EpiPen does.
Yeah, so it comes in like a blue plastic box, and then you pop it open, and you screw the needle onto the injector, and you just pound that into the upper arm or the meat of the thigh.
I'm going to imagine that the Sixth World one, it's basically like a screw cap. You take the end off and bang it in, and she pulls out a drawer, grabs a pen, lifts up your shirt, and just dabs it into your stomach. And next turn, you will no longer be under the effects of bliss, as she just gave you a dreck load of Narcan, and she says, right, look, I'm not going to head off on my own anymore, but we have got to get those prisoners out, okay? So that will take us around to your Beast Spirit Cat's turn, which is still just headbutting Muren some more and rubbing its head up against you. It's getting quite a lot of blood on you, but you were kind of covered in blood anyway, so it doesn't matter, right?
From what? Slamming into the bathroom door?
No, from earlier when Tiger got shot.
Yeah, it's Toiga's blood.
Also from when you bisected that guy with your axe.
Yeah, you blood-eagled somebody.
That was only like half an hour ago.
Yeah, you're covered in quite a lot of other people's blood at this point, as is the cat, and it's... Oh, God, it's...
I remember the bit where I used the sea spray to wash myself off as we were sailing.
Just on the bow, like speed out of Titanic to get clean. Huggy, your turn.
Well, I'm not going upstairs because my last drone died.
All right, go.
Yeah, Huggy's not going to do anything for the minute. She is going to mourn over the loss of Gretel.
A thing happens. Mav, your turn.
I move to there and take simple action.
So are you going to open them both up?
Yes, I am going to sweep both rooms. Mav has been saying clear after every room that he's been clearing.
Yeah, so you're just kicking in the door with your medium machine gun at the ready, and it all looks very professional, actually.
Yep, clear.
So, Muren, you're getting nuzzled by a very large astral moggy. What are you doing next?
Well, I'm obviously going to pet it.
I call that a free action.
Well, just gentle, like, okay, just kind of get off me, please.
Okay, hello.
Exactly. Am I at all aware of what's happened in the medbay?
You are not. You did hear gunshots upstairs.
Upstairs I go.
You heard a few rounds getting fired off.
Yep, straight up.
Yeah, so you go pounding up the stairs, spoiling for a fight. And as you clear the top of the stairs, you see 4 of the crewmen and get hit with a fuck lot of gunfire as they all open up on you. So please give me a reaction roll.
That's 2 hits.
Okay, so you get grazed with a couple of shots. And could you give me another one at a -1, please?
And that's a 1 hit with the -1.
This one hits you as well, so could you please resist 10 ballistic AP -1?
7 hits.
Okay, so you take 3 stun.
Damn.
And could I get a further roll at -2, please?
That's 0, and I think that's a crit.
That's a critical glitch, yes. Are you wishing to spend edge at this point?
I'm definitely going to use an edge on that.
Okay, so it will just count as no hits then. In that case, please resist 13 ballistic AP -1.
5 hits.
So you've taken a further 8, which will put you out at... that'll fill your stun tracker.
Yep. And do I also take 1 physical then, don't I?
No, because it translates at 2 to 1.
And you've only taken 1.
But the next guy's an asshole, and he is going to shoot you again. You don't get to dodge this, sorry.
Oh, I get to roll my armor though, don't I?
You will get to roll your armor, so this one is not as bad, so that's 10 ballistic AP -1.
There's my roll.
There's your soak.
14 hits!
14
Bloody hell!
hits. Come
So
on.
you get... Yeah, it's like watching a tree getting felled. You just go... There's none of this wimpy bending at the knees nonsense. You just go straight down and bounce off the deck.
You've got the auto-injector, right?
I do, yes. I was about to ask. How does that work now?
That'll go off at the beginning of next turn. Toiga, you are no longer high. The Narcan is hitting. What's this like?
So, based on what I know, the first thing I'm going to do is double over and start vomiting.
All right.
And then squawk out, "I could have done that with magic at any time, you wretched tart!"
She just kind of shrugs and says, "You're welcome," and just throws the Narcan pen in the bin. She's seen this before.
I really want to know if that counts as a simple or complex action right there.
I'm gonna say that if you're chundering everywhere, that will take up the rest of your turn. However, please do take back a point of edge for roleplay, just because you screwed yourself over in such a hilarious way.
Okay, I am back to full edge.
The only person that gets past 3 is Mav. I believe you're out. Are you out of walking or running movement?
I'm out of walking movement, but I'm not going to run up there. There's gunfire. I'm, however, going to sprint closer. As the turn's about to roll, that'll get me to the corner, and I stop.
Yep, that's fine. So you're right behind Murden. I'm going to say that you face planted forwards off the stairs. That brings us back around to the beginning of turn 3. So it is now the spirit's turn.
It is going up the stairs.
So it's going to mlem a bitch.
Yes, it's going to find the people that shot at its beloved bestie, and it's going to give them some interesting new holes that they weren't born with.
It was the 2 guys in sort of tracksuits and gold chains that shot at him, at Murden rather. Is he just going for the nearest one?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So, roll the spirit's unarmed attack.
9 hits.
Oofed.
Yeah.
You have 5 net. This spirit has a natural weapon. What's its strength again, please?
Its strength is 8, and it also has venom.
So that's 13 impact this guy's got to resist. That's going to be quite sore.
Good kitty.
He's a very good kitty.
Bloody hell, he rolled well. As you charge in, how is this cat attacking the guy? You've done a lot of damage, but it hasn't killed him.
I'm going to say that it's leapt enough to land in front of him, and then it's sort of like just straightened up, jaws first, towards his head. Because it's trying to do like the Jaguar thing, where it just bites on the underside of the head and crushes it.
I'm just going to say that it's basically just attached to his face by its jaw. He's not going to be caring about very much except the cat that's munching on his face at the moment. Huggy, what is Hansel doing?
There's still more guns pointed at people up there than I would like, and I don't want to lose both drones.
Well, you're okay with losing a troll?
You've not been lost. Your auto-injectors are going to kick in. You're going to stand up, and then they're going to find out why we sent the troll up first.
Well, lost our troll. We know exactly where he is.
He's just lying down on the job.
They're going to cower behind their console and go, "They have a cave troll."
Look, they literally knocked you down and then shot a gun at your lifeless, at your prone body, and the bullets bounced off. You're gonna be fine.
Toiga, that's specious now. Don't let the Sons of Sauron catch you saying that, Drake.
No. I know exactly how far to push my luck.
I'm going to move up behind Mav, but not into the range of gunfire.
That will put us on the dude who has a spirit attached to him. Could the spirit please give me its reaction roll, Toiga?
Absolutely. 3 hits.
So he screams, and there's a bam 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 as he fires off a 3-round burst from the AK. And everybody else just screams, "Oh, frag!" and dives for cover as the bullets go around inside the steel box that's the inside of this ship's bridge. Could I get the same again at a -1?
Of course.
Yeah, he's just panicking at this point.
Can't imagine why he'd be panicking.
No hits.
Okay, could the spirit please resist 7 AP neg1? Actually, the spirit won't care because it's armor 12, hardened armor, so spirit doesn't give a fuck. It just catches around. And everybody else is having a rag as bullets are just bouncing off every available surface.
Mirren doesn't really care.
You're still unconscious.
Yeah, bullets will just bounce off me as well. Further ricochets.
The ship's rigger is jacking out. He's in a U-shaped console near the back of the bridge, and he's ducking low and moving to the side nearest to the Dreckhead runners that are attacking his ship. And there's another guy who's going to use a take aim action to reset his recoil. Now, could the spirit then roll its reaction at -3? Actually, don't bother. The guy just missed. He got 0 hits, so one of the windows near the spirit just explodes outwards as a whole bunch of bullets go flying out of it. Okay, so Mav, your turn.
From there, do I have proper line of sight to the guy on the other side of the riggers console, next to the captain?
Yes, but he is in cover.
Fine. Long, narrow burst, stick and shock. Screw you.
I'm going to count this as good cover because he's crouching down behind it. Was this a narrow burst?
It was long and narrow.
Okay, so you have 4 net hits, so that's 15 damage this dude's got to resist.
Against half impact, because screw you.
Because stick and shock. Oh boy. Okay, so that fills his stun tracker and goes some of the way into his physical track. So the dude is properly out as there's just screaming, there's twitching, he's pissing himself. It's generally a bad time for him. And you have a second action. What would you like to do with it?
Who's this dude at the back?
He's wearing a different uniform to a lot of the others. Make me an intuition roll.
Holy shit, 3 hits.
He's got epaulets. Epaulets mean he's important, right? Probably the captain. He's tall, broad-shouldered, bald dude, white shirt with epaulets. Probably
Is
the captain.
he pointing a gun at us?
He does have a gun.
Is the rigger taking cover, or is he...
He's taking cover, yeah.
Is he taking cover, or is he cowering? Is this a sensible distinction?
I would say you need to make a perception check. The amount of information you're now looking at, it's getting into observe in detail action territory.
Okay, I observe in detail.
So that's a simple action.
And unless the console is structure 20, I can see through it.
That's fine.
3 hits.
They are both taking cover rather than cowering, and they appear to have weapons.
Right.
So that's the end of your turn. Mirren, your turn.
Yep, right.
Your auto-injectors go off again, so this is going to be important. This is the second one of these that has gone off, so things will be interesting for you later.
I was thinking about that, yeah.
This is a rating 6, so this will recover 6 stun. So you go down to 4 stun. When they both wear off, they'll both wear off around about the same time. You will get 10 stun back immediately, plus 2. So you're going to take 12 stun. You don't get to resist it. Just the drugs wear off and you just go, oh, fuck.
None of that's the seat bending at the knee stuff.
Nope. So you'll go up to 10 stun, 3 physical. You've done too much drugs.
Well, at least I'll have time to do unto them.
You've just woken on the floor going... As the stim patch kicks in, the biomonitor in your armor has realized that you're unconscious and has just gone with those sweet, sweet drugs.
Okay, so I wake up, I see Diamond Kitty nomming on that one guy's face.
Yeah, you know that trope in computer games and movies where you come round from being unconscious and everything a bit slowly and it's blurred and you can hear like distant muffled gunshots in the background. So that's happening right now. You can hear someone screaming, the rigger is disappearing behind a console, getting electrocuted, and there's a couple more people behind the consoles beyond him. What's Mirren doing?
Who did that? And I can get up
Yep.
and charge the bastard behind the console. Or was it you?
Are you going for the nearest guy behind the console?
Yes. Wait, is there anyone else? Oh, the guy in the white.
There's the captain.
Give me your attack roll. You can jump on top of the consoles and just chop at him with the axe. I'm not going to make you roll for that. Don't worry, I'm not that kind of bastard.
Yes, you are. Just not right now. That's 5 hits.
You have 3 net hits, so he's got to resist 10 damage. And he's just taken 9 physical from that. He's just lifting an SMG to put some hot lead into your chest, but before he can, you hack his arm off the shoulder with your axe, and blood just sprays across the room.
Was it you?
He screams. Sunshine does sunshiny thing. So, Captain, reaction roll, please, Mirren.
Oh, me? Yeah, okay.
Yes, you are getting shot at by the captain.
Oh dear. That's 0 hits, not crit.
Please resist.
Oh no.
8 physical.
Oh, only 8?
Don't say things like that, the dice will hear you.
9 hits. Yes.
Okay, and another reaction roll at -1, please.
How many people are... Oh, okay.
He has 2 actions.
Wow, he doesn't like me, huh?
Well, funny that. You just cut his mate's arm off.
That wasn't my fault. I'm woozy. Did you... Oh, sorry, was that -2 you said?
-1.
1 hit.
Yep, so you manage to dodge this one, and it goes wide. Which puts us on to Toiga's turn. So you've just vomited up your immortal soul along with the opiates. What are you doing next?
We're going to have to pretend that this is magic future Narcan, because otherwise my next order of business would be go into the shop.
Yes, this is magical future Narcan. It just kills you high immediately. What are the other side effects of Narcan? And this isn't in the game, so I'm just trying to work out what it would do in game terms.
So I don't actually know that much about it, because I've never actually had to deal with it, but I understand you feel like shit afterwards, so let's just... Because it's magical future Narcan, Toiga has a headache like he's never had before, all of his bones hurt, he's weighing up the pros and cons of just pitching himself overboard.
The worst hangover anyone has ever had.
So what about it just gives you 3 stun unresisted?
Look at that, yeah.
Body aches, fever, sweating, runny nose, sneezing, goosebumps, yawning, weakness, shivering or trembling, nervousness, restless or irritability, diarrhea, nausea or vomiting, stomach cramps, fast heartbeat, and increased blood pressure.
Consult your doctor before using Narcan.
Have fun.
So I've just taken 3 stun unresisted. I have the vindictive trait.
Oh god. So roll a composure check, please.
Oh
No.
Oh no.
Am I taking any modifiers on composure?
Oh god. As he gets closer to death, he gets more vindictive.
Only your stun and physical damage.
Because I locked in with the psychopath.
I have 3 hits.
Which is exactly what you needed to not just lose your shit with the doctor.
I am going to go right up to her, like, face to face, and, like, hold her chin in my hand and say, "You are indeed fortunate that you are our paycheck, madam. And you are indeed fortunate that that spirit is otherwise occupied at present."
Is that the rest of your turn?
Yes. Like, it's possibly the first time that anyone has seen Toiga, like, not faintly smiling.
On her turn, she just slaps your hand away and says, "It was for your own benefit, you big baby, now come on." And she walks over to the door, puts a bullet through the lock, kicks it open, and starts walking up the stairs.
I'm really grateful that our paycheck is this lenient.
She walks up the stairs, arrives in the bridge, points her gun at the rigger, and tries to shoot him. Let's see how this goes.
Dude, his bloody arms off.
Yep.
I like this one.
Me too. There's something about her.
She has no regard for her own safety.
She has no regard for the lives of the people we're shooting at.
She got her reckless disregard for life and limb patch in the Girl Scouts.
Oh, nice. She actually hit him.
Aren't you pissed?
Yeah. Mirren just ran up to this guy, hacked his arm off as he's yelling, "Was it you?" And then just as suddenly he jerks back and there's just blood spraying out of his throat and he's clutching at it in shock. And Mav, you also saw the doctor walk up, push past you, line up a pistol shot, and just take the rigger out.
First to do harm.
She looks at you and says, "I never took that oath."
Hey, I was questioning him.
Not anymore.
It's the beast spirits. We'll probably be savaging that guy. Do you want to finish him off there, Toiga?
So it's got like its paws on his shoulders and like the inside, like what are they called? The fang teeth, the incisors are just like
Canines.
That's them. Those are just pinned onto the side of his head, and the beast spirit, seemingly with very little effort, just shuts its mouth.
Oh dear, how unfortunate for this individual.
I have seen videos of big cats do that.
Yeah, so most big cats go for the neck. Jaguars simply crush their prey's skull.
Okay, give me your combat roll. There's no bonuses or negatives.
4 hits.
You have 2 net hits, so its strength is 8.
Yep.
I'm not even bothering rolling for this guy. There's a sickening, wet, cracking noise, and a headless corpse just drops to the ground.
Like a soggy walnut.
A headless corpse just slumps to the deck. Is Hansel doing anything there, Huggy?
Yeah, she's gonna pop out and kill the captain.
Take your shot.
So, first shot, long, narrow,
Yeah.
That's 1 hit. I'm going to post-edge that. 5 hits total.
Okay, so you have Fournette is 15. Yeah, he dead. He very fucking dead. How does the captain die?
The captain should probably die in some rather dramatic way. He's just taken a shot at Murin. So he jumps out from behind his control panel, takes a couple of shots and is going back down, turning sideways to put his back up against the panel. Hansel glides across, comes into view, takes 6 shots. First one hits him in the shoulder, sort of turns slightly. Second one catches him in the side of the jaw. He turns the other way, catches them between the two. So he's jerking backwards and forwards with gradually less shoulder and jaw to be hit, and then crumples to the ground with the side of his face just a gaping hole.
It's full bad 80s action movie there.
Yes.
Cool. So I'm going to drop us out of combat at this point. Mirren, you've got, I think, about an hour, if I remember rightly, before the stims wear off. So you're not going to go down immediately. What are people wanting to do now that you're out of combat?
Does anyone know how to captain a shipping container?
I'm probably going to be the best at this that we've got.
Assuming we're taking the ship.
That's what Merlin was asking.
Is that the best course? Toiger, Nav says, swapping onto comms since you're not in the room.
Yeah, I'm still sitting downstairs, like, groaning under the effects of Narcan.
I'm on comms because I'm not in the room either. I'm on the boat by the side of the ship.
That's a good point. We're presumably talking over comms, calling comms.
Dr. Butler looks at Mav, looks at the drone and says, Drek, he would have been useful to tell us where the captives are. I think Catboy downstairs knew something about it, and she shoves past Mav and starts back down the stairs.
Oiga, you said you knew where the captives were.
Found them on the Astral. They're terrified, and half of them are unwell, and some of them are missing limbs. They've had their cyberware torn out. I thought looking at cyberware on a living person who was happy to have it was bad. Ugh.
Where are they? How far down the crate stack are they?
That sounds like a whole bunch of fracking dreck.
The doctor opens the door. Toiga, are you chundering into, like, the metal bin in the corner at this point?
I'm sort of like sitting in the corner, hugging bin in lap, closing my eyes, trying to get myself together enough to cast Detox.
She takes one look at you and says, you've had a day. Come on, get up. Let's see if there's anything in these drawers that will sort you out. She heads over to one of the cabinets, pulls out, I think it comes in like a sachet, pulls a sachet of diorolite out, shoves it in a cup and fills it with water. She hands it to you and says, right, on your feet. I need you to show me where they are. I know you feel like Drek, but you can feel sorry for yourself later when we're not on a ship in the middle of frag knows where.
So I can roll to cast it if you like, or I can just detox myself magically and like get myself in a state that I'm able to stand and walk.
Oh, you know that one? Most mages don't bother with it. Yeah, cool.
They're about 2/3 of the way down the ship in a container that is on the ground with nothing blocking its main door. None of them were able to get out.
At this point, I'll send out Merlin. No, I'll start with Högen. That's probably the dawn to do this.
I'll say it's got thermo on its sensors. Yeah. Give me a perception check on the drone at -3, because you're using thermo to try and look through the walls, so it's not very clear.
That's 1 hit.
You think one of the containers is a bit warmer than the others, but you're not sure that that's the one.
There's a very, very easy way to do this.
The doctor says, yes, there is, and grabs you by the wrist and starts pulling you down the stairs.
Mav is going to hurry and follow them.
Huggy, are you going on board the ship or anything like that?
I'm not going to try and make that jump.
At this point, you're not in a rush anymore. You can get the boat like tied off to it and make it a bit safer. Are you going on board the other ship?
Yeah, if I can get aboard without having to try and jump.
Without us rolling.
You can now do it safely because you're not under a time pressure. It's a little bit, I don't like this, but you're able to tie up the rib to it, and they're not going to take any hurt from bouncing against it. That is what they're designed for. Are you going up and taking control of the ship?
Not yet. I'm going to try and work out exactly what the plan is first. I'm going to join the others on deck, and I'm going to take Grendel on my back.
Okay. Is anybody still on the ship's bridge whilst they are looking?
I'm kind of still dazed and confused.
Hansel is also still on the bridge.
Okay, so Murin, you're hanging out on the bridge, sat against the console, just feeling like absolute dreck, when the radio nearby crackles to life and you hear Merchant Vessel Romeo Uniform 656165. This is Coast Guard Patrol. Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra 85497. We are registering weapons discharge at your location and your engine fire alarm has been tripped. We are coming to render assistance. Over.
Murin stands up. Was it you? And attacks the radio.
Okay, so are you just troll smashing the ship's radio?
Yeah, I don't think Murin's in the mind space to do anything else at the moment.
Okay, so you punch out the radio.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. You bam your fist into it, and there's a broken computer noises.
And I'm gonna head downstairs. Like, you guys missed one up there. Who's talking at me?
Did I catch that through Hansel?
Yeah, I'm going to say you did.
Guys, there's a Coast Guard vessel coming. We need to get out of here as fast as we can.
That will convince the Coast Guard to fuck off. How does one do
I
that?
am not going to take responsibility for trying to persuade the Coast Guards to flag off.
I'm not feeling at my most charming, and this charming creature is dragging me around by the arm rather than listening to me when I try and explain to her that I have a way of finding the hostages in about 2 seconds flat.
Also, I think there might be a problem with the ship's radio.
Then you have your 2 seconds. Find them.
Sunshine has been in the Matrix this entire time of the ship, and is also our face.
Sadly, as Sunshine's player couldn't be here for the session this evening, she is only available for very, very basic tasks.
Did she try and fought off the Coast Guard?
If you would like me to pause the game here and pick up next session with your face, we can do that.
We are about to open a cargo crate full of people who don't have sins, correct?
Probably.
Whilst you're discussing this, Dr. Butler is giving the very no-nonsense, slightly terrifying, matronly prod in the chest to Toiger of, well, if it takes 2 seconds, get on with it then.
Toiger, can you find them, please? Doctor, these people don't have sins, correct?
No. They if they had sins, they'd have been missed.
So this is...
If they had sins, they would have been officially missed, you know what I mean?
So if they are on board a cargo crate on a ship that is being found by the Coast Guard, what is the Coast Guard going to think other than that they are legal immigrants?
I mean, ship's leaving, so...
Do you really think they're going to care if they find a bunch of metahumans?
True. I mean, they're better off than they were before, but it's not exactly going to be great. Oh god, what do we do now?
Are they going to be better off in Coast Guard custody than they are in those crates? Probably. Or are they just going to be immediately sold back to whoever bought them?
It depends on where they get put, who the captain is. I mean, best case scenario, they get given criminal sins, they serve a 6-month sentence and then get released.
I know a guy who can solve this.
How long do you need?
I'm making a call.
Alright, who are you calling?
I'm calling Giuseppe.
They answer. Hello?
Giuseppe, it's Mel. I need to incur a big favour from you, but it needs to be fast.
Okay. What kind of favour are we talking, and is this a secure line? He's put on the... I recognise that tone of voice, gone straight into professional.
Is this a secure line?
I mean, it's secure from my end. I don't know about yours.
Yes, we're secure. I'm on a boat with about 30 people who need to be not on this boat.
I mean...
The Coast Guard are coming.
Okay. I realise the time is short. I'm gonna need a little bit more information here. Like, are you in Venezuela? Are you...
He's sending the location from my orientation sensor.
Okay, he looks at it and says, okay, so, we can maybe get some guys out to you. You are gonna owe me for this. You're gonna owe me a big favor for this.
Noted.
You are gonna do something for me, I scratch your back. You are gonna take me to a masseuse. Just so we're clear on this, yeah?
Yes, Giuseppe.
Okay, so, you need to stall him. I might be able to get some guys out to you. How many people do we need to get out?
30.
Okay, that is gonna complicate things for you. So, what we are gonna do? You are gonna get talking to that guy that is coming to say hello. you are gonna get a name. You are gonna get that name to me. And I am gonna pull some strings, and you are gonna owe me a favor. Capiche?
Understood, Giuseppe. We're on it.
Alright, text me a name. We will get something sorted out for you. Thank you for spending some time with us and listening to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time for our next episode. In the meantime, the team just stole a motherfragging boat, you guys. Top that. Bet you can't. Let us know on our Discord. Intro is More Human Than Human by Carl Casey, and the background music is also by Carl Casey. Outro music is Neon Thrills by Luck Hash, and all sound effects are credited in the show notes. The Tox Company Inc. has granted permission to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any other proprietary material for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with the Pride Against Prejudice podcast in any official capacity whatsoever. All other works mentioned in this podcast remain the property of their respective owners. The Pride Against Prejudice podcast is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license, so if you want to use any part of the show, please give us the credit. See you next time, chummers.